to alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Cheers to that. Hey up guys, so today's movie that I'm reviewing is the Danish dramedy from writer-director Thomas Vinterberg, Another Round, or Druk, as you can see from the film's poster. I'm not drunk, you're drunk. The plot of Another Round is centered around four middle-aged friends who all work at the same high school. They've kind of lost their passion for the work, they've become a bit numb due to the monotonous nature of life. One night over dinner, one of the group, Nikolai, played by Magnus Millang, brings up the work of Norwegian philosopher and psychiatrist Finn Skåderud. He hypothesized that when humans have a 0.05% blood alcohol consumption level, they're more relaxed, poised, musical, and open, more courageous in general, arguably a better version of you. I like to call it the sweet spot, when you've had just the right amount of alcohol where you've got a nice buzz, but you're not off your face and you avoid a hangover the next day. I've had many years of practice. I went to university, believe it or not. Anyway, the four of them agreed to take part in a sociological experiment where they all tried to maintain a blood alcohol consumption level of 0.05% through the day whilst they're at work to see if it affects their performance as teachers as well as their domestic lives. And then they plan to write it up into a paper so they can justify all this day drinking. Ugh. Drinking wine in the middle of the day. God, I feel like one of the cast of Cougar Town. Of course, the four of them have to keep it a secret amongst themselves because they can't be shown up to work at a school with children intoxicated. You got me intoxicated. Woo! Where did it get with the bread? As you guys can tell, I'm clearly the life of the party. I bloody loved Another Round. It was actually my favourite film at this year's London Film Festival, and it also won the audience vote for Best Film at the festival. I strongly urge you guys to go check this one out. But I do want to hear from you guys. Have you seen Another Round? Are you excited for it? If you have seen it, what do you think of it? Let me know in that comment section down below. Also, if you guys are enjoying this video, please hit that like button. For more movie and TV content just like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Gotta love that shameless self-promotion. Yep, that wine is going to my head. Maybe I should do this more often. Have a glass of wine whilst I do my reviews. I think I'm more fun. Anywho, back to Another Round. The reason I love this film so much is that it perfectly straddles the line of comedy and drama. I mean, the premise of four grown men trying to stay tipsy at a school does sound like a recipe for some hilarity, and trust me, it does provide those laughs. I don't want to spoil any of the funniest moments for you guys, but I'll say two words. Fresh cod. But while providing some priceless drunken mishaps, it also has some interesting insights about alcohol consumption and mental health. I'm partial to a drink, even two maybe, because alcohol can be a wonderful social lubricant, but relying on it as a crutch or a coping mechanism can be a slippery slope, as we see in Another Round. What I really appreciated about Another Round is that Vinterberg does a really good job of showing both the positive and negative sides of alcohol consumption. At first, you can see how having a few drinks before work has a positive effect on them as teachers, particularly the protagonist Martin, who's played by Mads Mikkelsen. He's got more presence, he's more engaging because he's cracking jokes and playing amusing games with his students to get them interested in history. You can sense the difference. There's an electricity in the air. Even his relationship to his wife Annika, played by Maria Bonneville, benefits from his more relaxed temperament after he's had a few drinks. They manage to rekindle the flames of their marriage. But there's a fine line between nicely buzzed and drunk. Trust me, I know. When the boys crank the parameters of their experiment up a notch, it goes to some wild places. I mean, it is fun to watch them absolutely sozzled off their tits, but when the alcohol wears off, they've got bigger problems to deal with than a hangover, such as negative social implications, as well as the danger of alcoholism. The acting in this is incredible. All four of the men who take part in the sociological experiment are fantastic. They're just very down-to-earth, real, relatable characters. Mads Mikkelsen is as magnetic as always. I think he's worthy of a Best Actor Oscar nomination for this role. I don't think he's going to get it, but I seriously think he deserves it. He just disappears into this role. He is phenomenal here. I want him to get an Oscar for this, damn it. Come on, Academy, if there is any year to take some risks with who you give out Oscars to, this is the year, and Mads Mikkelsen is totally worthy of it. If you guys agree with me and think he deserves an Oscar nomination, let me hear it in that comment section down below. I also really appreciated Thomas Vinterberg's camera work. It always seemed to match the level of blood alcohol consumption of the character on the screen that we're watching. Like I said before with the character Martin, when he's had a couple drinks and he's in the class teaching, it's more kinetic, there's more energy, as opposed to the opening few scenes where he's sober and the camera's a lot more static. It doesn't move as much, there's not much flow to it, it's more boring, to say the least. In a later scene where Martin's even more drunk at school, he stumbles into the teacher's lounge and the camera is slightly off balance, it's a bit wobbly and more fluid, like its center of gravity is off. And then even later in the movie, when all four of them are out on this epic bender, it's chaos. The camera is up close and in your personal space, it's more frantic. It's why the film works as well as it does, because you, the audience, feel those soaring highs that they do, but you also feel the crushing, sobering lows. I didn't even know drunken empathy was a thing until I watched this film, but it did kind of feel like I was getting vicariously drunk just from watching them getting pissed off their tits. My only negative of this film is that it felt about 20 minutes too long. As much as I enjoyed watching this film, the last third did feel drawn out. I wish it was a bit shorter, but the finale of this film gave me life. I won't say anything more about the finale, but I think this might be my favorite ending to a film of 2020. It is cathartic and good. God, I need a sober up. So let's ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? Absolutely. It's a film I want to own and put on the wall. Question number 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Yes, not only is this film a lot of fun, but it also has a lot of substance about, well, substance abuse. It's not just one big piss up, it has some clever and philosophical insights about alcohol consumption. It is a real treat, I strongly recommend it. And question number 3, what score to give it out of 10? The only downside of this film is that it was a little bit too long, but everything else about this film is great. So I'm gonna give Another Round a score of 9.5 out of 10. But as always, guys, it's just one Blick's opinion. What did you guys think of Another Round? Whatever you guys have to say about this movie, let your voice be heard in that comment section down below. If you guys did like this video, please hit that like button. If you want more movie and TV content just like this, don't forget to click subscribe. And if you want to follow me on any social media, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, all in that video description down below. And for more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hirfield. I'll see you next time.